how you feel, but I feel like this was a really rough week of reselling. I feel like Poshmark was dead for a while, kind of still is. eBay is still glitching and, they haven't figured out their little size situation thing yet. I don't know, it's been kind of rough, but one thing I decided to do this past week was really just kind of take matters into my own hands, because with reselling you can do that. So that's what I did, and if you want to see what sold despite just all the odds being stacked against me, stay tuned.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body tremors for your neck.
Hey everyone, my name is Becky Park and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. I don't even include Mercari in that little list of reselling platforms anymore because it's been a really long time since I've made a sale over there. Granted, I have also stopped listing over there, but I just feel like the payoff for the amount of work that I used to put in just really wasn't there. So maybe I'll try cross-listing over there again this week now that I do have a little bit more time, but I don't know, it's just not been my cup of tea lately. But in case you are new to my channel, this YouTube channel is all about reselling, especially just from a part-timer's perspective. So if you're into what sold videos or thrift hauls or videos that just kind of provide some tips and tricks on how to increase your profit as a reseller, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And if you enjoy this particular video, make sure that you give it a nice big thumbs up. So before we talk about what items I was able to sell this week, I just wanted to take a moment and step on my soapbox, if you will, and talk about what we can do as resellers when it seems like the platforms that we resell on are just not working in our favor. So this week on Poshmark especially was really rough for me, and I say that because I actually had a 4-day stretch from Monday through Thursday where I didn't make a single sale on Poshmark. Not a single one. And I've been on Poshmark for almost 2 years now. And when I first started, when you're first kind of getting established and growing your closet and gaining followers and whatnot, it's definitely not unheard of to go, many days at a time without a sale. In the very beginning, I was going weeks sometimes without making sales, and that's because I wasn't listing consistently or anything like that. But since I've been really consistent on Poshmark, I really cannot think of the last time that I went a 4-day stretch without making any sales. That's really crazy to me, and I really was kind of starting to panic. And for me, reselling is a part-time thing. It's like a side hustle, and I do have a full-time job as a high school choir teacher. My husband has a full-time job as an elementary school teacher. So the money that I make as a reseller is not the money that we depend on for our livelihood, right? So, even if I stopped reselling tomorrow, we would still be able to put food on the table, we'd still be able to pay our bills, we would still be able to pay for our mortgage. So reselling isn't necessarily our only source of income, but we have grown dependent on it in terms of reselling is the reason why we feel comfortable eating out, or reselling is the reason why, we feel comfortable doing some remodeling in our home. It's why we're able to go on vacation. So even though it's not necessary, it is something that we have grown to depend on. So when I say I was feeling kind of panicky, that's all relative, right? It's not panicky in the sense of oh my gosh, how are we going to pay our bills this week? Or how am I going to pay for my son's daycare? It's not like I was freaking out about stuff like that, but it was just more kind of freaking out am I not doing the right things? And it is something that I talked about on my Instagram a little bit. And, as much as I don't want other people to be suffering as well, and I don't want other people to have slow sales either, it is kind of comforting to know that it seemed like just everyone across the board was struggling in the same way that I was with Poshmark in terms of just not having very many sales, if any at all. It seemed like a lot of people were in the midst of a dry spell themselves. So it does seem like maybe there was just something going on with Poshmark. And I guess one thing I wanted to say is that when that happens, or for example, even with eBay has been struggling and kind of just pissing a lot of people off with their glitches and whatnot. When they had a new update, all of a sudden everyone's sizes for their clothing items just disappeared. And so if people were searching for items on eBay and filtering by size, your item wasn't going to pop up because all of your size information got lost. So, eBay has their own issues going on. And I feel like the natural human thing to do is just complain and get really upset and use a lot of energy just kind of being mad. But one thing I've really been thinking about is, how can I use my energy in a way that's going to help me get the results that I want? The results that I want when it comes to reselling are sales. Like, I want more sales, I want more profit, I want more money in my bank account. And I know that just by getting upset and just by wasting time venting and complaining and, doing all those kinds of things, that's not going to help me make more sales, and that's not going to bring more money into my account. So one thing that I decided to do on Poshmark, and it's something that I have not done in a very, very long time, but I decided that I would go through my entire closet and send out offers to likers on anything that had 1 or more likes on it of around 30% off. So basically I just kind of ran my own 30% off sale without like running a sale. It was just a sale on existing likes and items, if that makes sense. And by doing so, I was able to rustle up some sales and move out, especially some older inventory, which was really great. But, that all came as a result of me deciding that instead of using my energy to just like vent about it on Instagram or just be upset and get really mad at Poshmark and decide not to do anything, I decided to work harder. And I think as a result, I was still able to have some sales this week, despite the fact that the platforms didn't want to work for me. I decided to do what I needed to make the sales happen. And I think it's pretty ironic that literally like the week after making a video called How to Make Daily Consistent Sales on Poshmark, I went 4 days without making a sale. But that's the beautiful thing about reselling, is that unlike my full-time job as a teacher, it doesn't matter how hard I work, I'm gonna get paid the same amount. Whether I actually don't show up for work for a week because I'm just using all of my sick days, or whether I go to work every single day and bust my butt, I will get paid the same amount for each scenario that I just described to you. Whereas with reselling, you're kind of in control as far as how much you're gonna make. Like, I remember watching a couple bin pickers videos where they talked about how, they went through seasons of their life earlier in their reselling career where they just busted their butts and they worked really, really hard so that they wouldn't have to work so hard right now. And they talked about how they would list like 50 things a day, and they were able to earn a lot of money and put a lot of money aside so that they had kind of just like a safety net for times when things maybe weren't going so well, or just so that they would be able to then have a season of rest where they didn't have to work quite so hard. I know Savannah over at Street Savvy also talks about how she really wants to take advantage of this time when she's young and she doesn't have kids to really just work as hard as she can, because she knows that she can right now. And that's the beauty of reselling, is that you can decide for yourself, like right now I've got time, let's do this. I'm gonna work as hard as I can, list as many things as I can, source as much as I can, and you can make a lot of money in a short amount of time, put that money aside so that you can do with, future time what you want with it. So I definitely am not in this season of just like work as much as I want on my reselling career, because I have a full-time job, I have kids, I have other things going on. But I was able to find time on Friday to, throughout the day, send out offers to likers on every single item. So I kind of made sales for myself when Poshmark seemed to be broken. So I just wanted to share that to hopefully motivate some of you who may be in a similar rut with your sales that I found myself in last week. And I just want to kick you in the butt a little bit and say, well, what else can you do? Have you gone through your entire closet and sent out offers to likers? Have you tried running a sale? Have you tried maybe messaging people who have liked items in the past, or maybe bundling things together? There are a lot of things you can do. Are you still listing consistently? Are you still sharing consistently? Try some different things, and if that still doesn't work, I will give you permission to complain as much as you want. But before using all of your energy to just be mad or just be upset, I encourage you to maybe just try doing some different things and see if you can change the trajectory of your sales. You never know. So let's talk about what I did end up selling this week, given the fact that Poshmark really was kind of dead. Like, let me know in the comment section down below, was Poshmark just super slow for you last week as well? And maybe you did some things too on your end to just kind of trip the algorithm and do some things to muster up some sales for yourself. And if you did, share what those things were. I'd love to learn from you. So let's talk about what did sell. So on Monday, November 4th, I had a few sales over on eBay. One was this New With Tags Old Navy long sleeve dress in a blue color in a size small, tall. I didn't even know they had like tall sizes like that. And it was just like a super basic dress, just long sleeve, solid all the way, to like the knees, kind of like a fit and flare type situation. I had it listed for, I want to say like $14.99. I had a few watchers on the item, so I sent out offers to watchers for $11.99, which someone accepted. They paid $8 to ship it out because I think that I listed this a while ago when I had people pay for like calculated shipping. It did not cost $8 to ship out. It actually cost $5.12 to ship out because it's actually heavier than I thought it was going to be. And it also did sell through promoted listings, so I ended up making $12.07 on that item. That was given to me for free by a friend, so it was $12.07 of pure profit, which is great. The next sale I was really happy with actually because it was a pretty good sale. It was this vintage Adriana Papel 100% silk like lining, beaded and sequined floral jacket. This thing was gorgeous. Like, it was just so heavily embellished, and it was a really heavy piece as well because of all the sequins and all of the beading, but it was just beautiful. I found it at a Goodwill in like kind of the blazer section, I think, and it wasn't too long ago. It was earlier this summer, and I think I only paid like $3.99 for it, which is absurd. And I listed it for around like, I want to say $50 something, but someone sent me an offer of $45, which I was totally happy with. I did have them pay for $12 of shipping, and it actually cost $12.80. It also sold through promoted listings, so I ended up making $36.22 on that item. I have sold a number of items that look like this. You know, they're kind of vintage and they're very heavily beaded and sequined. And although a lot of times these kinds of items do tend to like sit in my closet for some time before they actually sell, because it does take a very specific buyer to come along and purchase something like this, when they do sell, they sell for a good amount. So, you know, I wouldn't be scared of picking up items like this, and especially with the holidays coming up, these kinds of pieces are perfect for holiday parties and whatnot. So, you know, if you see any Adriana Papel, another brand that I've sold before that is similar to this is Judith Ann Creations. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. It's a vintage brand as well, but some of these kinds of pieces can do really well, so definitely keep your eye out for them. The last sale that I had on eBay on Monday the 4th is kind of ridiculous. It was an auction item, and it is this vintage Lulie K, L-U-L-Y, that's the Lulie K A-line brown pinstripe skirt in a size small. It actually is more of like an extra small. This is a vintage skirt. It's actually something that I still remember when I bought it. I went to New York with my best friend to visit her sister who was studying fashion design at Parsons School of Design, and we went to visit her. I think it was my junior year of high school. We went during spring break, and I bought it then at like this random boutique in New York. Like, I still remember buying it. That's like more than 12 years ago or something. I'm aging myself here. So this is really old, and I had it out on auction for 99 cents, which I got one bid on it of 99 cents. And I did have the buyer pay for $4 of shipping. It actually cost $3.88 to ship it out. I made a whopping 46 cents. What am I gonna do with that 46 cents? I don't really know. I did have this listed in my Poshmark closet forever, and you know, I'd get likes here and there, but no one took the plunge, so that's why I put it out on auction for 99 cents. It's like I already took the effort to take the pictures and all that kind of stuff. I've shared this stupid thing for like a year and a half on Poshmark, and it is kind of ridiculous that I only made 46 cents after all is said and done. It's okay though, like I'm fine with it. 46 cents is 46 cents. That's almost an ice cream cone at McDonald's, so it's fine. And then on Tuesday, November 5th, I had a really exciting sale. So I picked up this brand for the very first time not too long ago. I just had a haul video that I will link right here. It's when this pop-up consignment sale came through town, and I went to it and found Alice and Olivia for the first time. And it was this gorgeous sheer floral velvet burnout Georgette tunic in a size small. This thing I think retailed for over $700. Isn't that crazy? Like, you know what you could do with $700? You could, for some apartments, pay rent for a month. You could buy a really crappy rundown used car. You could buy a laptop. Like, there are so many things that you could do with $700 something, and that's how much this tunic cost. I don't get it. But I paid like $3 for it at that consignment sale, and there was nothing wrong with it. Like, I checked it all over because I was like, surely there's something wrong with this for this to be so cheap. Nothing was wrong with it. I got it for half off because I went on the half off sale day. I paid $3 and I sold it for $66 on eBay, which is insane. I think I had it listed for like the high 70s or maybe low 80s or something like that. Someone sent me an offer of $66 though, and I was more than happy to take that because I paid $3 for it. I had them pay for $4 of shipping. It only cost $3.28 to ship out. And it was also something that sold through promoted listings, which, by the way, I haven't been saying this, but I do all of my promoted listings at 1%. And, you know, it seems to help because most of the things that I sell on eBay seem to sell via promoted listings. So even at 1%, like, it gets the job done. And I only had this listed for, I want to say, less than 24 hours. Like, within 24 hours of me listing it on Poshmark and cross-listing it over to eBay using List Perfectly, it sold within 24 hours. So it was a really quick flip. I know a lot of people talk about how Alice and Olivia just doesn't do really well for them. Maybe it's because it's my first time finding it and it's like first time luck or something, but you better believe that if I ever find Alice and Olivia in the future, I am going to snatch it up. But I don't find it very often in my area personally, so, you know, I'm sure that it'll be a while until I find it again, but when I do, it's coming home with me. So I made $56.92 on that tunic after all was said and done. On Wednesday, I only had one sale, and it was on eBay, and it was also a result of auctions. It was this new with tags Charlotte Russe open front ruffled tank in a size medium. This was like a really confusing piece. Like, I didn't understand what it was. And it's another item that was given to me for free. I do have a video about selling bread and butter brands, and I'll link that right here. Personally, even though I think that there are a lot of really commonplace brands that, you know, are worth reselling and whatnot, Charlotte Russe is not one that I would put on that list. I would never really pick up Charlotte Russe at the thrift store or even at the bins because I just don't think that it's worth very much because its actual like retail price is already so low and the quality just really isn't that good. So that's one that I personally would probably pass on, like, no matter what. This, like I said, though, was given to me for free by a friend, and because it was new with tags, I was like, I'll just list it. I had it listed on Poshmark for a while, no bites, no offers, no nothing. So I finally just cross-listed it over to eBay, and I started the auction off at $4.99. Someone bid $4.99 and I had them pay for $4 of shipping. It actually cost them $3.22, so I made $4.60 off of that sale. It's pure profit. It's 4 McChickens. Now there's like a new spicy McChicken. That's actually really good, but I think that's $2. So, you know, it's enough for 2 of those spicy McChicken things. So I'm okay with it. It's pure profit, right? I'm not gonna complain about that. Thursday was a $0 sale day across both platforms, and Friday is the first day that I finally started making sales on Poshmark. And again, that's only because I was sending out offers to likers on every single item in my closet that had a like. So the process that I went through, I just started at the bottom of my closet and I just went through every single item if it had a like and if I could still make a profit off of it. Like, I have some stuff at the bottom of my closet that's marked at like $8. Obviously, I'm not going to send out offers to likers on those items because I won't make any money. But anything that was like $10 or more, like, I would literally send out offers to likers of like $9 or $8. When I could, I would send out offers to likers for 30% off. But if it was like a new item that I had just listed or something, or if I knew that I had priced it really close to like the market value, then I would send out maybe an offer of like 20% off or something like that. On Friday, I also put my eBay store on sale for 30% off, which is why I was sending out 30% off offers on basically everything in Poshmark. And what that did was it, you know, helped stir up some sales. I did have a few people like counter based off of the 30% off discount that I had sent. And for some of them, I just kind of like, you know, held my ground and countered back with the lowest that I was willing to go, and then they either declined or just ghosted me. but I was able to make a lot of sales this way. So let's talk about what sold on Friday. The first thing that sold was actually a 4 for $25 bundle, and they did put 4 things in a bundle. And it's kind of been a while since I've sold a bundle of 4 items from within that sale, and probably because I've been selling through a lot of that stuff and there really isn't as much stuff in there anymore. So I probably need to like go through my closet and see if there's anything else that, you know, is just kind of stale that would be worth throwing into the 4 for $25 sale. That's probably something that I'll try to do this week. But the first thing in this bundle to sell was this Nicole by Nicole Miller purple long sleeve top, and it was in a size small. I believe it was like pleated in the front or something like that. This was just something that a friend had given to me for free a long time ago. I've had this forever in my closet, so I was happy to see that one go. The next piece is this Fila, that's how you say it, right? Fila, I'm pretty sure. Floral and parrot print racerback workout tank, and this was also in a size small, I believe. I got this and another tank top by Fila at the same time at a Goodwill a while ago. Like, this has been in my closet for quite some time. I thought this was so cool, and I was just really sad that no one wanted it, or, you know, that there wasn't even a lot of interest in it. But I think when I picked it up, I just didn't really know that much about workout brands, and this just isn't an athletic brand that is very highly coveted. But I think it's sold at, like, I don't know, places like maybe Kohl's or like maybe even like Meijer or Walmart, I don't know. So, you know, retail, it's not really that expensive, and it's not at the same level as like Adidas or Nike or anything like that. So despite the print, which I thought was really cool, it did sit around in my closet for a while, which is why I had finally moved it into my 4 for $25 sale, but it was a super cool tank. And then I also had in this bundle this Banana Republic Factory, and you know that it's factory because on the tag underneath where it says Banana Republic, there are 3 diamonds, but it's a Banana Republic Factory 3/4 sleeve shirt in like this maroon color. Again, this was given to me for free by a friend. And then the last thing in this bundle to sell was this bird print infinity scarf, super lightweight, again given to me for free by a friend. So of these 4 items, 3 of them were absolutely free. One of them I did pay probably like $3 or $4 for at Goodwill. Why? I don't know. But, you know, that's one of the reasons why I do accept a lot of items from my friends for free. Okay, accept is such a weird word. Like, it's like I'm doing them a favor. They're doing me a huge favor, but that's why I will hold on to even maybe things that I know I'm not going to make a lot of money off of, because even by, you know, putting those in this sale and selling 3 of those items and then 1 item that I picked up at Goodwill, like I made $20 off of that bundle, right? Like they paid $25, I keep $20, and most of that was free profit. So I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with listing things that I may not be super excited about, or brands that may not be like Alice and Olivia. I'm totally happy with selling my bread and butter items, especially if I'm getting them for free. And if you're interested in what kinds of items I get for free, I do have a haul video that I will link right here, and I just go through and like show you what kinds of stuff I've gotten for free from friends. I have like a part 2 and 3 of that free haul video coming up because I still haven't finished hauling it. Like, there was so much stuff in that video. But in that video, I also talk about, you know, just tips that I have for how you can maybe get people in your life to give you stuff for free. So if you wanted to maybe see if you could get some free inventory yourself, I would check out that video because I do start that video off with some tips. So anyway, the next thing that sold on Friday the 8th was another bundle, and the first piece in this bundle was this Talbot's, which is another bread and butter brand that I love to sell, but Talbot's leopard print collared dress, and it had like a tie around the waist, and it was long sleeve. This was just like a really classic looking dress. I don't know. And that's like one of the things that I feel like Talbot's is known for, is just really classic workwear. And they have casual wear clothes too, but really I feel like what Talbot's is known for is their career pieces. So that was the first thing, and it was in a size small petite. And the second piece that sold was this Trina Turk V-neck shirt in like this beigeish color. There were a lot of great like darts and seams on the shirt, and it had this little metallic piece, I think on the front, like across the V-neck. That was in a size 4. Someone sent me an offer for both of those items for $35, which is much lower than what I wanted to go, but I was not really in a place to be super picky as far as the offers that were coming in, because I had just had 4 days with 0 sales. So you better believe that I accepted that offer. So I made $28 off of that bundle when all was said and done. Both of those pieces I did pick up at Goodwill's. The Talbot's dress I picked up quite a while ago, and the Trina Turk piece is probably from, I don't know, like a couple months ago. It hasn't been that long since I've had that listed. So, I'm happy to move those pieces. I probably could have gotten a little bit more from them, but I was like getting out of this huge drought, so I took it. This next item sold as a result of offers to likers, and I did send out an offer that was like 30% off of asking price, and it was this J. Crew Factory Seaside Cami dress in a size 0, super lightweight, super pretty, perfect for like spring and summer, but people will buy things at any time of the year if it's a good enough deal and if it's cute enough. I picked this up at a Plato's Closet 90% off clearance sale, maybe like not the last time that I went, but the time before that. So I think I probably ended up paying like $1 or something like that for this dress. I sent out offers to likers on this dress for $14 with $1.80 off of shipping. So I made $9.25 off of that dress. Not a lot. And maybe this dress could have gotten a little bit more in the spring or summer, like if I tried to relist it then. But I don't know, like it just wasn't getting a lot of attention, and I think part of that might be due to its smaller size. I don't know, but I'm happy to have finally moved it. The next thing that sold was another bundle, and it was a 4-piece bundle, and this went out to a viewer named Jenna. Jenna, thank you so much for this bundle. I hope you love everything, and it was a really cool bundle. So the first thing that sold was part of my 4 for $25 sale. She got 2 things that were part of that sale. So what I did when I was figuring out the price was I just priced those 2 items as $12. I just kind of marked each of them as $6, and then I built the rest of the bundle around that. But the first item was this Nolly, which I think is sold at Pacific Sunwear. It was this Nolly cardigan in like this red and black checkered print. It's just like a typical like button-up cardigan in a size small. This is one of the pieces that a former student of mine sold to me maybe like last summer. So I have had this for quite some time, but it did take me a while to get it listed. So I'm glad that Jenna was able to score that because it is a really cute piece. The next thing that she put in her bundle was this pair of Donald J. Pliner Tabia black ankle boots in a size 7. These boots were so cute, and I've had them in my closet for like a year and a half, and I don't understand why no one wanted them. Like, I just thought they were so cute. They were something that I picked up at a garage sale like almost a year and a half ago now. They were from a garage sale that my a cappella students had to raise money for a trip to New York that we took last March. Is that when we went? I don't even remember last day, but whatever. But we went on this really cool trip to New York, and we had this garage sale to raise money for it. And one of my students' moms went to her mom's house to pick up all this stuff, and this was one of the things that she brought home with her. And yeah, I've had it in my closet since then, and I don't understand why, because they were really cool. The next piece is also from a garage sale that my students had just a few weeks ago. This belonged to my theater director, and it was this express plaid slim fit soft wash button down shirt in size large. This actually is its second time selling because I did sell it on eBay a few weeks ago, and the buyer never ended up paying. Like, I sent out reminder after reminder. I filed like a item not paid case or whatever that thing is called. Nothing, nada. So I relisted it over on eBay, and I actually never took the listing down on Poshmark because I was waiting for the buyer to pay. And since they didn't, finally Jenna put it in her bundle, so she gets to take that home, and I'm really excited about that because it was a really cute shirt. And then the last thing that she put in her bundle was this Ralph Lauren yellow ribbed sweater with like a V-neck, and it had like buttons going up the neck. This was something that I picked up in the Indianapolis bins. I think it was Indianapolis. And it was just like a nice, fun pop of color, yellow, ribbed. I don't know. It was just like a basic sweater, so I got it. I threw it in my 4 for $25 sale. So for all 4 of those items, she just told me to send her an offer. So I offered her $60 for those 4 items, and she accepted. So I made $48 on that bundle. So Jenna, thank you so much. She knew I was like in this dry spell, and she came through and just put together this awesome bundle. And I'm just so thankful when you guys show your support in any way. I mean, you don't have to make, a purchase from my Poshmark closet or my eBay store. Obviously, if you do, like, I'm not gonna say no, but you know, even just like when you like my videos or when you leave nice comments in my Poshmark closet on my About Me page, or when you connect with me on Instagram, it means a lot to me. It really does. So I just wanted you guys to know that, like, I read every comment. I try to respond to every comment that people leave on these videos or on Instagram, but I'm just so thankful for this community. You guys are seriously the best, so thank you. The next thing that sold was also a result of offers to likers. It was this pair of new with tags Charter Club plaid Bristol ankle pants in a size 18, and these were from my Via trading box, which I will link here. Still selling through a lot of those items, which is really great. I had sent out offers to likers on this pair of pants for $18 with discounted shipping, so I made $12.60. Probably a lot lower than what I could have gotten had I waited, but I was okay with it. I was just trying to move the items and, you know, just kind of get some sales rolling. The next thing that sold as a result of offers to likers as well was this men's pair of Adriano Goldschmied standard issue khakis in a size 31. And these my husband had found at a Goodwill. He knows that I am always on the hunt for Adriano Goldschmied. I don't find that brand a lot here in my town, but I feel like it's been popping up a little bit more and more. I also feel like the resale value of that brand has gone down since I have been finding it more and more. So that's cool. But I sent out offers to likers on this pair of pants for $22 with discounted shipping, so I made $15.80 on that pair of pants. Next up was another pair of pants, and it was this pair of silver jeans. It was like the Stevie flap skinny jeans with like an embellished flat pocket on the back. They had kind of like, if I remember correctly, it was like a zipper detail or something. And they were in a size 27. I sent out offers to likers on these pair of jeans for $19 with discounted shipping. So I made $13.40 off of those. Silver jeans really are not going for a lot anymore, I feel like, at least in my opinion. So I don't know, like, I'm not a huge fan of them to begin with. They're not really my aesthetic, but I will probably be a lot pickier about picking that brand up, just trying to make sure that they're in like pristine condition as well as a more current style. The last item that sold as a result of offers to likers on the 8th was this Banana Republic red wool blend crew neck sweater in a size small. This was a men's sweater. This is something that I've had for quite some time. I don't know exactly how long, and I think I did probably pick it up at a Goodwill or something. I sent out offers to likers on it for $15, and after discounted shipping, I made $10.20. And then the last thing to sell this day was actually a result of closet clear out, because Friday was a closet clear out day. Someone liked this crew cuts, which is the J. Crew kids collection. I love crew cuts. Their retail price on stuff is ridiculous, but they usually have really good sales. And they also have, like, you know, a crew cuts line through J. Crew Factory or whatever. But anyway, this was a crew cuts cashmere blend gray boys sweater in a size 14B or 14 boys. I had it listed for, I want to say like $14 or $15, but I messaged the buyer and I let her know that since today was closet clear out, sorry, I have like an eye booger or something. I got it. But I let her know that because it was closet clear out, I would be able to drop the price to $12 on this sweater, and Poshmark would pay for $1.80 of her shipping. And I asked her if she'd be interested. She said yes, so I dropped the price and I made $9.05 off of that sale. By the way, a lot of you have been tagging me on Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is @BeckyPark on Poshmark. But a lot of you have been tagging me or just letting me know in the comment section of my videos that you have been using that closet clear out method and finding a lot of success with it. So I am just so thrilled to hear that and glad that I can help in any way. I think Poshmark came out with a statement saying that there is like a percentage increase, and I don't remember how big of a percentage it is, but if you actually communicate directly with potential buyers and message them and, just like talk to them personally, whether it's through the bundle feature or maybe on their About Me page, buyers are more likely to make a purchase from you. So, when it is closet clear out and if someone likes an item and if you reach out to them and actually like construct a sentence or two telling them about the fact that it's closet clear out, I do think people are more apt to, say, yeah, I'll buy that item from you. So it does take a little bit more time, obviously, than just like randomly dropping prices, but what's a few more seconds if that results in a sale, right? So yeah, I have been just so tickled by the fact though that a lot of you have been trying that out and finding success with it. So yay. So Friday was a good day because of the fact that I sent out offers to likers on everything. So moving on to Saturday the 9th, I did have like a couple residual sales from Poshmark because of like my offers to likers thing. So the first thing that sold on Poshmark actually was not a result of offers to likers. Someone sent me an offer, not a very good one, but I still accepted and it's fine. But it was this J. Crew Factory green slim, is it Peak? Pique? That's like a common term used for polo shirts, and I don't know what that means, but Pique polo shirt in a size extra large. Someone offered me $10 on it. You better believe I just took it because I have had that item for a while. It's a really basic polo shirt. It's J. Crew Factory. And truth be told, J. Crew Factory often has sales where you can get stuff like this for even less than $10 at J. Crew Factory, new with tags. So $10, I was totally fine with that. I made $7.05. The next thing that sold was a result of offers to likers from the day before, and it was this pair of Jack Rogers green suede ankle booties in a size 9. This was my first time finding Jack Rogers, so I was really excited. There was a little bit of a flaw on one of the stacked heels, like one of them just kind of had a little bit of like a mark on it, and there was like a scuff on one of the boots as well. I picked this up at that same consignment sale where I got the Alice and Olivia top. I did pay up for these because, like I said, it was my first time finding Jack Rogers. I was really excited, and this is the season for boots. I think I paid like $10 or $12 for them. I sent out offers to likers for $36 with discounted shipping, so I ended up making $27. Not a huge profit, but you know, it's still good, I think, to put desirable brands in your closet to just kind of bring more traffic to your closet. So even though like I did have to pay up for those, I like to think that maybe there were more people in my closet because I had Jack Rogers in there. I don't know. These didn't even get that much attention, so I don't even know that that actually was the case, that, you know, there was more traffic in my closet because of these pair of boots, but still, it's always nice to, you know, try out new brands, so I'm totally fine with the fact that I probably made like $10 to $12 off those boots. And the last thing to sell on this day on Poshmark was this pair of Victoria's Secret snowflake print thermal PJ pants. I sent out offers to likers on these for $12 with discounted shipping, so I made $7.25. I think I paid like $3 or $4 for those at a Goodwill, so I did not make a lot of money off of these at all. I think that Victoria's Secret's sleepwear can do pretty decent, but it's always better if you can find like a set, like bottoms and a top. And I don't know, like thermals maybe can do pretty well, but yeah, I don't think I was gonna get very much more for Victoria's Secret thermal pants even if I waited. So $7.25, I'll take it. Over on eBay, I had a few sales, and like I said, I was running a 30% off sale in my store, and one of the things that sold as a result, it was this Banana Republic 100% silk kimono wrap floral print blouse in a size small. I thought this was gorgeous, and I found it at a Goodwill, and I probably paid like the full $3.99 for it or whatever. But I don't know, like I feel like maybe it just didn't translate well into pictures or something. I thought it was beautiful. And I do think it was like a little bit older of a piece from Banana Republic, but still pretty. I don't know. I mean, I probably should have just kept it for myself. I had, you know, a 30% off sale going on, so I think it came down to like 19 something or 18 something. It had a few watchers on it, so I sent out offers to watchers for $17.99, and someone accepted like within minutes of me sending out that offer. So I did have them pay for $4 of shipping, and I haven't sent this out yet, so I don't know exactly how much I'm going to end up paying. I'm going to assume around $4. It's really lightweight. It did also sell through promoted listings, so I probably will end up making about $15.47 on that blouse. The next thing to sell on eBay I'm really excited about, and it also I think is because of my 30% off sale, although it wasn't like an outright, you know, 30% off sale. It's this purse by the brand Roach. Okay, that sounds awful. Roach is a disgusting bug. Roche? Rachi. I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine like all the different ways I could say this. It's spelled Roche. This is another item that student's mom picked up from her mom's house. She had like very expensive and great taste, a lot of art to wear type stuff, and she did come back from that trip with a lot of purses, this being one of them, but it was this purple leather Burma envelope purse, and I remember looking it up and it retailed for a ton of money, so I had it listed for, I want to say like $124 or something like that in my Poshmark closet for a while. It didn't get any bites, it didn't sell over on Poshmark, so I, cross-listed it over to eBay, and I think I did have it listed for like $124 over there too, but someone sent me an offer for $65, and that's with free shipping, but I definitely accepted because after looking up comps for that brand on eBay, that's about where, those bags are selling for, and that did also sell via promoted listings. I have not sent this out yet because the buyer has not paid for it yet. I am praying that this buyer does end up paying for the item, but if the buyer pays and it goes through, I will be able to fit this into a padded flat rate envelope, so I should be able to make $48.35 off of that sale. That brings us to Sunday, which is today, and the first item that sold on Poshmark, the first and only item that sold on Poshmark, was this Antonio Milani laser cut color block dress in a size 0. I picked this up at the same consignment sale that I picked up the Alice and Olivia and Jack Rogers boots, and I did send out offers to likers on this dress. There were actually like maybe 15 to 20 items that I sent out offers to likers on yesterday instead of Friday because I hadn't actually gotten to them on Friday. So there were like 15 to 20 items that I sent out offers to likers on yesterday, this being one of them. So I sent out offers to likers on this for $35 with $1.80 off of shipping, so I made $26.20 when all was said and done. I did wear this once. I wore it to my fall choir concert because it was just so pretty, but it's one of those dresses that I feel like once you wear it, everyone will remember it because it's very memorable. And so I was just like, nah, I don't think I'll wear it again because I feel like people will be like, oh, that's that dress that you wore to that concert. So, I wore it once and got some use out of it, and now I'm done. And then over on eBay, I did have a couple sales. The first one was an outright sale made because of my 30% off sale, and it was this pair of Quicksilver striped board shorts in a size 33. I did pick these up at the beginning of the summer or maybe even like the end of spring, hoping that someone would want to buy it for the summer to swim in. They did not. They bought it in November, which is fine. With the 30% off sale, it came out to $12.59. I did have free shipping on it. I haven't shipped it out yet because tomorrow is Veterans Day, so I will probably do all of my shipping tomorrow. I'm going to assume it'll cost around $4 to ship, so I will have made $6.95 on that sale, which is not good. Like, I probably paid $4 for those, so I probably will have like a $3 profit on that pair of board shorts. Not awesome. It's still, a McChicken and a spicy McChicken, so I'll take it. The next few sales are actually really exciting because I had a friend who also used to teach music. He was also a choir teacher, but he stopped teaching probably 3 or 4 years into his teaching career, and he had just like bins of stuff from when he taught, things like music books and like instruments and just a bunch of other stuff. And he asked me if I wanted any of it, so I was like, sure, I'll just take whatever. So he came to my house with like bins filled to the brim with just the different things that I just described to you. And a lot of that stuff I was actually able to send in to Amazon FBA last year when I was doing Amazon FBA, and I was able to sell through some of that stuff, which was really great. And then I also started listing some of it on eBay. So the next two things are things that he gave to me for free, so this is all pure profit. The first thing was a book called American Popular Music, A Multicultural History. So it's kind of like a textbook almost, and I feel like maybe someone bought it for a class. I don't remember, I must have had it listed for like $40 or $50 or something like that because this did sell as a result of my 30% off sale. They ended up paying $32.89. I did offer free shipping on that. I'm going to estimate around $5 for shipping because I will be able to send this out via media mail it's a little bit heavier, which is why I'm gonna assume around $5. I've actually never sent anything out via media mail before, so this is kind of exciting. I'm like such a nerd. Like, I get really excited when I get to do new things when it comes to reselling. So I am estimating that I'll make $23.61 off of that item, which is cool because that was given to me for free. And then the last thing to sell on eBay, also from my friend, is this Miss Saigon Easy Piano book. They have books that are from like musicals or from popular musicians or, you know, whatever. And if it's labeled Easy Piano, that means it's like a very watered down version of how to play music by that person or from that musical or whatever. So this is like a watered down version of music from Miss Saigon, which is a very famous and popular musical. It had dropped in price to $5.17 with free shipping. So I am assuming it'll cost like $2 to ship out via media mail. This one is really, really light. So I'm guesstimating that I will make $2.80, 80 cents, 50 cents? $2 and I think it's 80 cents when all is said and done off of that sale. Again, not a lot, but it was given to me for free, so that's pure profit. So all in all, I made $233.80 on Poshmark, and that was after selling 20 things. That's not an awesome average sales price, but you know, we were moving a lot of bundles, we were letting things go for cheap because we had experienced a very long and scary drought, so I'm not even about to apologize for that. And then on eBay, I made $207.15 after selling 10 things. So my average sales price over on eBay was obviously much higher. It was around $20 over there. I sold a total of 22 women's pieces, 5 men's pieces, 1 children's piece, and 2 hard goods in the form of books. And I made a total of, I didn't write this down. Let me do the math, hold on. So when all was said and done, I made a total of $440.95. That is the amount that goes into my bank account after all of the shipping discounts or after, you know, paying for shipping on eBay, after eBay and PayPal and Poshmark fees. That's how much I get to take home with me. That does not include my cost of goods. I try to tell you throughout, you know, as I'm sharing what sold, I try to tell you how much I paid on items if I remember, but you know, you can probably assume You just have to assume you have to subtract an amount, not a large amount, because you know a lot of the stuff I'm getting for free or for extremely cheap, but you know you do have to deduct a little bit from that in terms of what my actual profit is. But $440.95 going into my bank account, not bad given the fact that there were literally 4 days with 0 sales on Poshmark and 1 day of no sales over on eBay. So it was a really interesting week. I feel like I did a pretty good job of staying somewhat calm, you know, Monday through Thursday, but by the time Friday came around, I was like, I need to take matters into my own hands. Like, I need to do something about this. So again, I just want to encourage you, like, if you are in a sales slump, that's okay. We all go through it. I'm not a full-time seller. I'm by no means like the biggest reseller out there. The amount that I bring in on a weekly basis compared to some other people is chump change. You know, like some people are doing this as a full-time job, and there are even other part-time sellers out there who are killing it week after week and making thousands of dollars a week. So, you know, I am totally okay with the fact that I'm not at that level, but even for someone who kind of averages between like $400 to $500 a week, I was scared. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but there are certain things that we can do to change the course of, you know, where our sales are going, and I encourage you to figure out what those things are for yourself, see what is realistic within your context of what you can do. Maybe, oh, my light just turned off. As always, thank you so much for your support, whether it's in the form of you simply sitting here and watching this video, whether it's telling your friends about my YouTube channel or buying something from my store, liking a picture on my Instagram. I mean, just the fact that I get to connect with you guys in this way and that you invite me into your home, whether you're like listing or you're just washing dishes or, you know, the fact that you let me hang out with you in this way. I'm just so appreciative. You have no idea. And it still just like boggles my mind that you have this video on at this moment. Like, what? Why? But I'm thankful nonetheless. Thank you guys so much. I hope that this is a better week for all of us, including myself. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.